If you've ever wondered when it might be time to get your chicks out of the brooder and outside, stay tuned for this video because I'll give you some tips as to when your chicks will let you know when it's time for them to go outside. Now for me, my chickens will let me know. So if I have them in a brooder setup, like I did a few weeks ago, I had these guys on our kitchen table inside our house because it was about 20 degrees out here at night and I wasn't gonna bring them even to an insulated outdoor brooder. I wanted to keep them in our house. And I had them in a box that wasn't very tall. But after a couple days, maybe by day 5, they were starting to try to jump out of that box. So I knew it wasn't deep enough, and I knew that at that time they needed a taller brooder because they're starting to develop those wings. So I brought them out here to this outdoor brooder space here. And the last few days, I've noticed they've put on a lot more feathers. They are flying a little bit in there, and they're all trying to get out of this brooder, and they're curious. They want to see outside. They want to explore. And today I'm going to give them that first opportunity to get out of this brooder and start eating some grass that has sprouted in this little run area of this A-frame tractor. And I'm just going to bring you all along with me as I let these birds out for the very first time to get some sunlight and some fresh grass and bugs. So here we go. So I have a bunch of stuff going on out here. First of all, I have a solar light set up. That's what you see hanging out here. I also have their brooding plate on the inside connected to this extension cord. I'm actually going to unplug that right now, and then I'm going to open that door and put this ladder for them and allow them to come out. They've got some water here. They still have some food that they're eating this morning up there. I posted a video a few days ago about how I've been feeding them without using commercial feed from the feed store, and that's what they're eating right now. And if you want to see that video, I'll put a link up above and down below so you can check that out, because I think it's been kind of interesting experiment to see that I've been feeding them without using feed. But anyway, I'm going to get this all set up. Basically what I'm trying to do here is they're a little over 2 weeks old, and every single night they've had that heat plate. But a few days ago I put the heat plate up at the highest setting, so it was really close to them to keep them warm, really warm the first few nights. And now as they're growing feathers, I'm trying to ease them away from the heat plate so that they won't need that very soon. So I'm actually going to turn it off for the first time right now and open up that door and let them come out and play. These ladies are a little frightened right now, but I'm going to give them some time to get curious and hopefully walk out on their own. They're hard to convince to come out here. I got one down this far. Maybe if I help this lady on the stairs to explore down here, maybe the rest of them will follow. They're a little scared. I'm going to give them some encouragement. There. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. There you go. Come down. I got some of them out, drinking some water, eating, the brave ones. There's other ones up here, afraid to come down. Guess they're a little scared of heights, but they're going to make their way hopefully down. Something you'll notice is if they're too cold, they will often huddle together. And that's not something that I'm seeing these guys do. So that's a good sign. Today it's going above 50 degrees and it just feels like so warm compared to how cold it's been. So I thought that this would be a great time to get them out for the first time. And I'm slowly going to integrate them outside. Like I said, I turned off their brooding plate heater inside their brooder here. But tonight I'm going to put all these guys back in to their brooder up here, and I'm going to plug that back in. But I'm slowly going to be phasing that out over this next week. So I want to slowly integrate them to getting used to the outdoor weather. You can see their feathers there are really coming in. They should be able to keep themselves warm with these feathers. And these birds are very, very hardy that we hatched, and I'm very, very happy with the health of these birds. We started with 8, we still have 8, and That's always a good sign. Trying to figure out which of these birds are going to be hens and which ones are going to be roosters. Obviously you can sex them by just looking at their vent and tell the difference between a boy and a girl. But I think I read this in another comment, or maybe another YouTube video. You can see that one already has some butt feathers forming. From what I remember, you would think that that would be a rooster, but I remember reading the comment saying that those that form the butt feathers first end up being hens, and the others that don't have the butt feathers, like that one, end up being the rooster, and they just develop a little bit later and more pronounced. So we'll see if that turns out to be the case, because we have 8 chicks here that we hatched. 4 of them have the butt feathers already, and 4 of them don't. So no matter what, either way, I think we're gonna have 50% hens and 50% roosters. So if that turns out to be the case, I don't plan to keep 4 roosters, so we might be having some for supper. But we'll make sure that they live a really good life. You can see in here I have some things actually sprouting and growing. I believe what is mostly growing is wheat grass from some of the wheat that I fed the last batch of birds that were in here. And you can see right there, it looks like there's some peas that have sprouted there. And yeah, so these are some very cold hardy seeds that these birds obviously like, and I like that it's created some fodder in here. I didn't intend on them to sprout, but this was just from some uneaten feed that our last, our gray lavender Orpingtons actually were in here, and they just left some behind, and that's good for this batch of chicks. All right, I finally got them all down. I had to help them down off the stairs. They were scared. So they can definitely fly, but they're gonna have to figure out, that's a long set of stairs for them to go up and down. But they'll figure it out eventually. But tonight I'm gonna have to come out and help these guys back up. I'll probably come out, right now it's around 12 o'clock. So I'll probably give them 4 or 5 hours out here. And before it starts to get dark, I'm gonna put them back in before it gets too cold. They have some feathers, but not all their feathers yet. So I wanna make sure they don't get too cold. And we'll do this a little bit the next few days. And eventually we'll get rid of that heater inside their brooder. And these guys will be well developed and ready to take care of themselves. And that's gonna wrap up this video on how to know when to move your baby chicks outside from the brooder. And I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.